Within the animal kingdom, humans are far from unique in forming complex societies. Wolves display sophisticated social structures with entrenched hierarchies and pecking orders. Chimpanzees create tools and pass on information about technology from one generation to the next. Bees and ants exhibit a degree of cooperation that inspires admiration and awe. Yet, as a species, human beings are wholly unique in that we take society one step further. We enter into political arrangements. That is, we affirm the right of certain members of our society to exercise control over the whole of society. Looked at in a certain light, political allegiance can seem like a completely arbitrary arrangement.
You stand north of the Rio Grande in Texas. You're American. You're supposed, according to rules, to care about the interests of the worst off people north of that river, and to make sure that you organize your society and your state in such a way that they're as well off as they can be. But if somebody happens to live south of that river, you have no obligations of that sort to them at all.
People are born into political societies. They don't choose to belong to those political societies. They're born into them. Sometimes you can leave, sometimes you can move someplace else, but that's really a genuine choice.
Imagine for a moment there are no countries. John Lennon claimed that it isn't hard to do. But if there were no governments, would people really live life in peace? Or would suffering, anarchy, and lawlessness run rampant? Under what circumstances does a person or a group of people have the right to control a society? Why do people enter into political institutions in the first place? Is it a matter of choice, or simply an accident of birth? What are rights? Are some forms of governing inherently better than others? Defining the questions can be almost as difficult as answering them.
Political philosophy has basically two major questions, I think. One is a set of questions that are essentially analytical or conceptual questions about what it is for there to be a state at all. What is it for government to exist? What the difference is between a society which is organized as a state and the other forms of human society which have existed, which are not states. What's distinctive about states? And the second question is, once you've got states, what are the virtues of states? What is it for a state to be just? What is it for it to be properly run? Should it be democratic, oligarchic, aristocratic? How should people make decisions in society? What are the obligations on individuals in relation to the rules, the laws that a society sets out?
Of course, different political philosophers will have a different view about what their subject includes. And some political philosophers think that it includes the organization of society generally, but I think probably its taxonomy doesn't matter that much. So let's say, most generally, it's the relationship between individuals and those in political power.